Good afternoon, everyone. This is Reyes Ramirez, and you're tuning into the Resource Roundup with me, Reyes, a show where in about 20 minutes you're going to get caught up on all the upcoming deadlines for jobs, grants, residencies, all that good stuff that I curate and or are submitted to me. So if you haven't been here before, Fresh Arts is an arts nonprofit based primarily out of Houston, Texas. And what we do is we provide resources to artists such as knowledge, skills, and workshops, all that good stuff. Any kind of information or knowledge that we think will help artists, we provide it in the best capacity that we can. And so today I actually have the privilege of introducing to you our next major event, which is the Fresh Arts Summit, the third annual Fresh Arts Summit to be exact. We've had two before. The first year we did in 2019, and it was in person where we met on the Sawyer Arts campus. And it was a great event, and we were really happy and proud of it. Then last year, we were planning on doing it live in person, but as you know, the pandemic happened, and then we had to shift it to a more virtual platform. And so last year, it was the second annual Fresh Arts Summit, totally virtual. And then this year, same thing. We're going to keep it virtual just because we know some things are still in the air in terms of safety and vaccine rollout. So we're going to do it virtual again this year. We have a lot of great things lined up. Let me share my screen so that I can show you where you can visit to get more information on the Fresh Arts Summit. So, so the Fresh Arts Summit, join us for the third one. It's June 4th and 5th, 2021. The schedule isn't up yet, but you can always check out the other years of schedules, just so you know you're always, once you register, you're in for quality sessions. And so some things will be like panels, informational sessions, workshops, all that good stuff that we think will be relevant to artists. The theme this coming year, or rather this year, is Next Directions, just because we know that the last year has been just so different, and it has been difficult. And so this year's theme will be Next Directions, to kind of provide some guidance on what things to consider. And now that we're kind of nearing closer to a post-pandemic situation, or maybe some things that we did learn along the way during the pandemic. What are some things that we keep? What do we leave behind? How do we evolve from this experience? And so registration will be opening. Until then, you can actually sign up for updates right here. Let us know, and we'll tell you everything you need to know. We'll give you the registration link, send you sneak peeks of sessions that we'll be providing. And as always, these sessions will be led by local Houston artists. We consider Houston artists to be an asset. Certainly people experienced with the know-how to navigate the arts landscape. And so we're always happy to contract and pay Houston artists. And so the Fresh Arts Summit will be no different this time, again, still virtual. So check it out, sign up for updates, and can't wait to see you at the summit. All right. And so next, what we have, as always, are the deadlines and opportunities. Keep in mind, though, I think for this round, there's certainly a lot more opening of residencies. And so check them out. The residencies, there's a lot of them going on, a lot of deadlines for them. And so if you feel safe with traveling, you should definitely apply to these. If you don't, there's definitely other opportunities you can take advantage of. But just letting you know, there are a lot of residency deadlines coming up. So I'll be talking about those. And so let me share my screen again, and we'll get right to it. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the match. That is the Midtown Arts Theater Center, Houston, I believe. That is in Midtown Houston, kind of near downtown. And so what they're hiring is a patron service manager. So this is due tomorrow. So once you see this, apply if you need that job, that salaried, or is it? This job is salaried and it comes with a benefits package including medical, dental, and vision coverage. So get those benefits. So this is due tomorrow. Up next, we have Inman Galleries also hiring. Inman Galleries hiring for a gallery assistant. They're looking for someone to do full-time work. And again, same thing, all employees receive health and dental coverage. So again, get those benefits, get that job, get that money. So this is hiring, closing again tomorrow. Sorry, they all want to close on Fridays. So get to it as soon as you see this. Up next, our friends over at the Mckinney Arts Commission sent us this opportunity. Mckinney, if you don't know, is near Dallas. So if you got some Dallas hookups, stay there. If you get this opportunity, which is a mural commission, and it is a $10,000 mural commission. I think that's a good chunk. I don't really do murals. I can't tell you if that's really good or really okay, but I think it's a good chunk of change. So again, somewhere near Dallas, they're accepting proposals. You can look here to kind of see what they're looking for. This says due May 7th, but an insider told me that they may be extending the deadline to accept more proposals. So again, as soon as you see this, apply, but I believe there may be a deadline extension. Up next is Mecca, Multicultural and Education and Counseling through the Arts, based right here at the Arts District. Well, not right here, I'm at home, but you know what I mean. In the Arts District, near Fresh Arts' office, they're looking for summer youth counselors. And so if you know of a youth or someone like that needs a summer job, they are hiring. They're looking for someone to help facilitate their summer camp. And this is due ASAP. Up next, we have the Latinx in Publishing Incorporated Publishing Fellowship Program. This is due May 15th. It is free to apply. And what this is that if you're someone who identifies as Latinx and you want to get into the publishing industry, this is it. They provide an editorial fellowship program where you get to work with someone, with a mentor in the publishing industry. The cool thing is that they will give mentees $2,500. The term is 10 months. And again, it gets you that experience of getting into the publishing industry. So if you've been looking to get into it, this is your chance. Up next, we have the Virginia Center for the Creative Arts Residencies. What this is obviously it's a residency all the way, or not all the way, but in Virginia. And they give you, I believe, a space. They give you space, studio. Let me see where I saw that. Well, I believe it's on their page. Oh, there you go. The fellows enjoy private studios, private bedrooms, and meals in the rolling foothills of Virginia's Blue Ridge Mountains. That sounds very, very nice. The application fee is $50. However, another thing to keep in mind is that they also offer scholarships. So look into this now so you can take advantage of the scholarships. Right there, they offer a rotating selection of fully funded fellowships. So make sure you look into that and make sure that, if you ever go to something, try to get it paid for as much as you can. This is due May 15th. Up next, we have the Wellsville Creative Arts Center, the 2021 residency program. This is specifically for crafting artists. This is due Saturday, May 15th, and what they provide you with is a semi-private studio space. They give you, I believe, a place to stay. I believe so, but definitely look into that. But I thought it was a really cool, specific opportunity for craft artists to take advantage of. So ceramic artists, to be exact. So if you're a ceramic artist, definitely look into this. Up next, we have the Mccole Center for Art and Innovation Artist in Residence program. This is due on May 15th, Saturday. And what this one provides is let's see, I try to pick the best ones. I try to pick ones that may cost money to apply to and maybe cost money to get to, but provide something that you can't get anywhere else. And so, like here, if you're selected, you go to the Mccole Center for the Art and Innovation, and you get a $6,000 of living, $6,000 stipend, a travel stipend, and materials. And you get a furnished apartment, and private and 24 access to a private studio. So I think it's a pretty good deal if you get it. So it's $35 to apply. Again, due Saturday, May 15th. And this is particularly for crafting arts, dance, and visual arts. Up next, we have the Studios of Key West Artist Residencies. This is if you want to go to Florida for a residency. The cool thing is that, yes, it costs $40 to apply, but once you get it, you get to go to the Key West of Florida, and you get essentially everything paid for. It says there is no fee for the residency once an artist has been accepted into the program, right? You're just responsible for traveling to the Key West and paying for your own food and stuff like that, but they give you your own place to stay and all that good stuff. So yeah, if you ever wanted an excuse to go to Florida to chill on the Key West, here it is. It is due Monday, May 17th. Up next, we have the Andy Warhol Foundation Arts Writers Grant. So if you're an arts writer, you write art criticism or reviews, exhibition reviews, all that good stuff. The Andy Warhol Foundation has a program where they give you a range from $15,000 to $50,000, depending on what form you apply in, whether it be articles, books, or short form writing. You just have to be writing about contemporary visual art. And it defines that, what it means here in this paragraph. All the info is here. It's free to apply. It's due Wednesday, May 19th. I wish I could apply for it, but one thing in the rules that I saw is if you applied for the Creative Capital grant, then you can't apply for this one, even though they could be totally different projects. But unfortunately, you can only apply to one. So if you've already applied to the Creative Capital grant, you can't apply to this one, unfortunately. But if you didn't apply to the Creative Capital, and you're an arts writer, well, buddy, you're in luck. Hopefully you get this. Again, this is due Wednesday, May 19th. Up next, we have the Texas Pride Impact Funds 2021 Community Grants Program. This grant, this fund usually is given to organizations. So you will need a fiscal sponsor to tap into this money, but I figure it was worth bringing up because they also invest in arts and culture. And you can do kind of arts programs, and they have here all the things that the themes and stuff and what that you're applying to fund should address. And so they don't fund applications from individuals, but again, if you work for a nonprofit organization, or if you again can get a fiscal sponsor, which can be any 501c3, definitely check this out. So this is due May 21st. And all that is to say, we have a fiscal sponsor program. So you probably won't make it in time for this application. But again, in general, that's why if you have a big project and you're looking for funding for it, you generally do maybe want to look into getting a fiscal sponsor. Just because if you're trying to fund, let's say like a movie or a program, an arts program, then you're going to need a 501c3 for a lot of grants and funds. And so this is one of those cases. So definitely look into that. Up next, we have the 2021-2022 Emerging Critics Fellowship from the National Books Critics Circle. So they're offering a fellowship to essentially get better at being a book critic. So if you like reading and you like writing reviews and all that stuff and criticisms, this is for you. They give you mentorship and guidance on how to get your stuff published. All that good stuff if you're a book critic, and you get a free membership to the Book Critic Circle. So I would do this, maybe. We'll see. I mean, but I think if you want to write about art, I think the reason why I bring up a lot of these types of opportunities is because Houston has amazing artists and writers, and they really just do need their fans and their cheerleaders. And so I really hope to see kind of a big emergence of critics and writers from Houston to talk about the amazing art that we have here. So if you're into it, please apply to this. Is due Friday, May 21st. Up next, we have Society for the Performing Arts internships. They are looking for a development and a marketing intern. So if you're looking for an internship this summer, here it is, Society for the Performing Arts. They're cool. They're based out of, if I remember correctly, Jones Hall near downtown. And they do the big stuff. They do the big performances. So definitely a cool organization to intern for. And that is due Monday, May 24th. Up next, then, we have the 2022 Airy Residency program. This is another cool one in Florida where you get a month-long residency in the Everglades National Park in a fully furnished and air-conditioned room, and you get a $4,000 fellowship grant. So if you want to be paid $4,000 to go live in the Everglades for a month, hey, this is your chance. This is due Tuesday, June 1st. It's a $10 fee, which is actually, and relative to the other ones I've mentioned, is really, really nominal. $10 is a pretty good investment for a fairly simple application with big reward. So they accept emerging professional artists in any artistic discipline, including but not limited to visual, performing, and literary arts. So all that good stuff. So go live in the Everglades and please tell me how it is. So if you get it, and again, that $4,000, I'm sure is a good cherry on top. Again, this is due at the end of the month on June 1st. And then finally, this is due June 4th. Normally, I don't talk about stuff this far in advance, but this is a film grant, which I'm sure takes a lot of things to set in motion to apply for these grants. So filmmakers, don't say I never did anything for you, but here is a grant for you from the Austin Film Society that is due Friday, June 4th. They offer a good chunk of change, I believe, to independent filmmakers. And so this one is open for documentary and narrative feature length film projects over 40 minutes. And so if you're making a movie, apply to this. I believe it's a good chunk of change. So definitely look more into how much they offer exactly. And there you have it. This is, again, a presentation of many opportunities that are coming to you. So again, definitely apply. And I'll have to link later through our social media an article that I read lately about why apply to these things. Even if you don't get them, why are they good to apply to? And one thing that the article mentions, which I totally agree with and co-sign, is that whenever you apply to these things, it goes before panels, and they usually ask local artists, like artists local to that organization that is running the contest or the residency or anything like that, and they get to see your projects and art. And so in a way, it's a way to get other people to see what you're working on. So if not that you get, it's not you should not think of it as like, you pay something and then you didn't get it. It's another way to get your stuff in conversation with artists from wherever you're applying to. So you never know, they might actually reach out to you. It's definitely happened to me where I entered a contest, I won, and it got me further opportunities. So definitely consider these as opportunities in more ways than one. And so there you have it. Again, check out the Fresh Arts Summit, check out our opportunity board, sign up for our artist resource newsletter that goes out today at 4 p.m. to get even more deadlines and more opportunities. And so thank you. This has been the Resource Roundup with me, Reyes. Thanks to Natalie, who's been producing in the background. And thank you for watching. And so I hope you stay safe and stay well, and I'll see you next time. Get all the opportunities, get all the money. So see ya.